Good morning, this is Adam Tuiaana with RJO Futures in Chicago, coming to you on Thursday, September 5th, 2013 with your morning soft commodities report. Starting off with the cotton market, which last traded at 82.52. That's in the December futures contract, which puts cotton down about 23 ticks on the day so far. The only real news that we're looking out for with cotton for the time being is going to be the news out of China as it relates to China coming out and saying that they were going to subsidize farmers who grow cotton. They were going to subsidize increased acreage of those farmers so that they could plant more cotton in China. And if they plant more cotton in China, overall, the import demand for China from other countries and other world cotton supplies starts to go down, starts to dwindle. So China being a major consumer of cotton and a major producer of cotton, that could be very bearish long term. So everybody's kind of waiting on what the news will be. The USDA attaché to China had actually come out and reported that it still looks like a pretty positive import outlook for the next year or so, but the market is, as it always does, is telling the truth right now. Not that he's lying, but telling the truth, basically saying that, you know, the market's on the negative side right now. There's been no real support for a while. So we violated both the 83.50 and the 83-cent levels, so that in and of itself is bearish for the time being, at least. So look for a sideways market. It's going to move sideways for a little while until everybody gets a full grasp on what's going to happen with China. Upside resistance is 85.50, while the downside support for cotton is going to come in at 81.72. Moving on to the coffee. Last trade at 115.90 in the December futures contract puts coffee down 95 ticks on the day. Been pretty much sideways to a bearish market in coffee. We have a continued big supply of coffee out of Brazil and out of Colombia and the major producers. And when there's a large supply of something and that versus a very weak demand for something, then you get falling prices in whatever that's going to be. This time it's going to be cotton. Weak supply out there, adding some additional pressure onto the coffee market. Weather outlook, which is another huge thing that we look for in coffee markets, is very good for Brazil, especially during the harvest season. So long term, it's looking pretty bearish for coffee as well as the weather relates. This overall is a trend trade. We want to keep in mind, and there's a saying out there that goes, the trend is your friend. If you're not familiar with that, you don't know what it means. Well, basically, we like to get in the way of things that if they've been moving down for a while, we don't try and call bottoms on those things typically. Even though you can get lucky, you can call bottom and buy it, and it reverses what it's done for a long time. Typically, we like to get in the way of a trend trade. If it's been going up for a while, we tend to buy those things, or we tend to advise clients to follow that trend. If in fact it's been moving down for a while, we tend to advise selling that thing. So in this case, keep in mind that this is a market, coffee, that's been moving down since basically 2011, May of 2011. It's been selling off very gently. Upside resistance is 118, so it's going to take a while to get back up there again. Downside support, we haven't been here for 4 years, since 2009. We haven't been at these prices of coffee. So if you're going to look to pick a bottom on this market, you probably just want to buy and kind of cross your fingers and hope you find support if in fact that's going to happen. So this is Adam Tuiaana again with RJO Futures in Chicago. Please keep in mind that futures trading does present some risk. It is not suitable for all investors out there. That being said, have a wonderful day.